blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Ready. Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close-in. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men.
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a handoff here to his running back, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's a 2nd and 7. It's a short. But a tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Waiting for it back deep, Antonio Callaway. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll try the left side. Thibodeau, and he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Chopper! Quick dance! Go! Check 43! Undercrush!
They'll try the left side. Thibodeau. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Here we go! 18 Gator! Presto!
They'll try the left side. Thibodeau. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Kill, turn up.
They'll try the left side. Thibodeau. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Double tight.
2nd and 4. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
And the sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
17-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Grace don't travel. Check 24. Watch 24. Back. Ready.
They'll try the left side. Thibodeau. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Slam.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go.
Switch it up here and look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Down. 8, read. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Let's go now. 70 ending. Switch. Heavy. Got heavy. Hey, look, 3.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
And the Colts first down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Colts 7, Texans nothing.
Set, ready. Behind the wood. 51. I'm scared. Shit. 23. SOS. Watch the safety creep. Deuce.
Now they try the right side here. He can't bring him down. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain. Open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Thibodeau. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, 1st-round draft pick. Uncle was a 1st-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
2nd and 13. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lamb. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 26. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 2nd down, Thibodeau. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. You might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
On 4th down, here's Trevor Daniel. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
At the 46-yard line.
Yeah. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Switch.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offense. Line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain. Five.
The stop made by Myles Garrett. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Ready.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. Sanders' kick is good, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Second and long. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
Ready. 155. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Kill.
He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play there just before halftime. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They'll drop the throw. It's caught. Cooper. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 26-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Okay,
so here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 37. Check 37. Check protein spin. Check your heart rate. Let's go.
Now a give right side. Thibodeau. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Ready.
Back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 48-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pick it up. 51, Mike.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Watch the end.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Ooh, the juke. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Let's go, D, let's go.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
first with Henry. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This will be a 37-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Throw left side complete. It's Lamb. He's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cook. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Thibodeau. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Tucson. No chance. 66. Bullet hops and go.
They'll try the left side. Thibodeau, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
50. 61. Matchbox. Right.
On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back now in Houston, it's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. The Texans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He'll look to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Set, ready. Under 10, under 10, 10. Switch, switch, switch. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out, watch out. Check, check. Lucky, lucky. Rush in, rush in, rush in. 22, check, over. Check, 22, check, over. Check,
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
heavy, heavy. Everybody scoot up, heavy, heavy. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. No, no, no.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Second and 11 at the 17-yard line.
Watch 88. Watch 88.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. 2nd and 1. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now back to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now they try the right side here. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Let's go. Watch that in. Watch that in. That is right.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Ready, go.
They'll run on first down. Thibodeau. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Go.
On third down, Thibodeau. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll look to throw here. And it is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Watch the run, watch the run. 36, 36. Mike 51, Mike 51. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now they'll run on the draw. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he'll give it here to his running back. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be fourth down and a few inches. Here we go on fourth down. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
That's 6, baby. We got it all day up in here. We got it all day.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Sponge, squeeze. No.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Hey, switch gears.
On 3rd down, Thibodeau. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Colts, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Houston, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. The stamina, way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when I tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. If you see the position, unanimous hit dials. I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me shoot through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it. Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change.